the shadows play. The wind hums.
They may have a room or two where we can store things. That would multiply the number of areas that we have from which we can stage operations.
Untold, carrying tales only the forest holds. Moonlight spills the velvet dark, etching patterns, leaving its mark. The roots stretch deep, the earth's gentle sigh, a lullaby sung to the open sky. Oh, whispering pines, sing me your tune, caught in the rhythm of the stars and the moon. Teach me the language of rustling leaves, stories that linger on the breath of the breeze. The dawn paints gold on the mountain's crown, while rivers whisper truths as they flow down. Their songs entwined with the trees that stand, knotted in time by nature's hand.
And you would kindly, if you could reach out to us to lend a helping hand to us, because we surely need it.
We have to get a fabric that brings together all the elements that constitute national life. This is no time for division. It's neither green nor orange. We are all in this together.
He did.
But the decisions that we have to make now in the rebuilding is whether or not we are going to rebuild some of these facilities in the way that they were built before. So we have to make decisions about concrete roofs, about the strength of having a strong, or what we call a safe room. So these are decisions that we will make to improve the quality of facilities that would be available for shelters. Shelters will remain open as long as needed, with food, water, medical support, and psychological services will be provided through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and the Ministry of Local Government. In terms of housing support, Madam Speaker, across the island, our first priority has been to deliver food, water, and medical support to every affected community. But we know that beyond these essentials, the greatest need is now shelter. Too many of our brothers and sisters have lost the very roofs over their heads. To address this urgent need, I am announcing a building support program for households in the most affected parishes as follows, and this will be an MP-driven program. St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, $10 million will be allocated to each constituency in those parishes. I wish to remind the public that all NHD mortgages are insured under the Trust's House Owners Comprehensive Policy, which covers damage from hurricane, storms, floods, fire, and other perils. The NHD has already mobilized its branches island-wide to help mortgagors prepare and process their insurance claims quickly and efficiently. For all other parishes, the NHD will continue to consider individual moratorium applications for those who have lost income or face special hardships. Leveraging the National Geospatial Intelligence capacity, the government has, for the first time in our history, executed a rapid, high-resolution national housing damage assessment. This effort, coordinated through the National Spatial Data Management Branch and supported by international technology partners, analyzed more than 428,000 buildings across Jamaica. Satellite data and drone verification indicate that approximately 116,000 structures sustain severe or catastrophic damage, concentrated in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester. These findings are now guiding targeted relief and reconstruction planning across communities. This now will help us in budgeting, and it will help us in allocating resources. We are now transitioning from emergency sheltering to stabilization and repair. The ministry is conducting field verification in priority communities with housing support teams working alongside the JDF, ADPEM, and local authorities. As access is restored to additional communities in the West, we will complete our beneficiary verification, accelerate roofing support, and deploy building materials, tarpaulins, and rapid repair kits to ensure safety for and habitation for our citizens. The data now being integrated into the post-disaster needs assessment will shape a resilient housing and building recovery program. Minister Montague has been asked to lead the process of determining the kinds of housing solutions and how they will be deployed, because we have to utilize new building technologies, including prefabricated and containerized solutions to deploy rapidly. And so we are examining those options to see what is available to ensure that when we actually get out to give houses, which is very soon, we have solutions that match the problem, but solutions that are
see for myself so I can report back to my cabinet, to the parliament, to the country indeed, that as far is on the ground. They have established a facility. They have persons who are credentialed, from engineers to doctors to nurses to surgeons. And they are going to fill a very important gap while we get back up and running to get our normal lives together. To the extent that we may have to airlift to get into some of those communities. I know you're on the ground and you're willing to provide that support. Our team on the ground here will work with you to do that. So it's about here for life-saving support and maybe further out for chronic care to maintain a sense of response.
So much people love me because God knows when me look at this boy, I just want God to go.
Soft strums of the warm acoustic guitar blend with the gentle sound of the waves crashing against the shore. A serene melody weaves through the breeze, creating a soothing rhythm that mirrors the ocean's end.
That's the most important thing. And once there is life, there is hope.
The sound of distant gulls and the rolling tide add layers to the tranquil sense tape of this coastal escape. Let the music guide you into an untouched paradise.
Except to say
We're stressed
that from my experience over the years, I understand the magnitude of the task and the challenges which any administration faces in responding everywhere at the level which is required. And precisely because of that, it is essential that considerations of politics and of religion
where the shadows
don't make what is already difficult totally impossible.
whispering pines,
We have
secrets
to be
untold,
a partnership.
tales only the forest holds.
Also have institutions
Spills the velvet dark,
and organizations that can help in the relief effort.
stretched deep,
And we mustn't forget
gentle sigh,
that myself didn't give the churches any favorable blessing.
Yep.
Teach me the language of rustling leaves, stories that linger on the breath of the breeze.
The member of parliament as a leader in that constituency and what we call the political caretaker in the constituency. This is no time for vision. It's neither green nor orange. We are all in this together.